Okay, make sure this thing's actually recording this time. This is John here, and just want to do a little look at the weather here. And just it's apocalyptically cold here right now in northern Minnesota. Um, Now this isn't a weather channel. I'm not saying I'm super knowledgeable on weather, but I know a couple things and I can look at these maps. But anyway, so you can see. Okay, so out here like minus 39. So this is what about like 10 or 15 miles inland from Duluth, and then minus 33, and then minus 17, which even though that's super cold, that is actually a pretty big jump, which is not unusual because by the lake it's oftentimes warmer by the lake, or maybe always in the winter. So well, I mean it depends on some things like which way the wind's blowing and whatnot. But anyway, so obviously if the wind was all blowing like this way, that warmer the warmer lake area would extend further inland if the wind was blowing that way, which you can kind of see. Let me show you an example here. Yeah, you can see. Okay, so the wind usually blows like this way. And oh, one thing I'm kind of confused with, is that showing the direction the wind is coming from or the direction the wind is going? Okay, I'm not. All right, if you'll indulge me for a second, let's see. Okay, so anyway, of course that's going to load. Okay, yeah, okay, so the wind is actually blowing this way, but I guess because most of the time the wind is actually blowing this way across the lake, that is still warmer on this eastern part of the peninsula than usual. The eastern part of the lake. That's my guess anyway. Um, okay, never mind. I shouldn't be making opinions like that. Okay, so anyway, but let's stick to Duluth area here. Um, yeah, so you can see like I live kind of like in this area. Um, yeah, like minus 18 and stuff, and then when you get out here by the air, okay, that's maybe the main thing you want to look at is just the difference between like the temperature at the airport and the temperature downtown. Yeah, like minus 35 by the airport, minus 40 up there. I have like a friend who lives kind of like in that area. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, okay, so yeah, this might be a record. I don't know. Let's see. No, wait, maybe the record for Minnesota might have been like minus 60 or something. Okay. And yeah, and by the way, this is actual temperature. This isn't like that wind chill or none of that. This is just the actual temperature. And if there was zero wind, which actually, thankfully, there's not that much. It's not very windy out. And then you can see now, if you go south here along the Mississippi, you can see that okay, down in the Twin Cities, it's like minus 7. Okay, so it's actually, not that that's like anything to sneeze at, but compared to minus 20 or 40, I guess it's a little better. And then I was looking earlier. If you go down the Mississippi, you gotta. Okay, Hannibal is still minus 1. Okay, when you get down to St. Louis, you finally get some like positive temperatures. So anyway, and then it's ooh, minus 8 or 18 in Memphis. I bet they're dying down there. They never, even yeah. So anyway, I'll go look at. Might as well look at Huntsville, Alabama, because that's where my dad stays during like the winter in his RV. Let's see. Okay, 31, but yeah. So, but then, although when it gets so there, it's more like when it's just when you get below freezing, which is doesn't happen all the time. You have to like it's worried about like tanks freezing and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah. But if you look at like the weather right now, okay. So I'll just go with like the high temperature here. So this is remember this is a high temperature we're looking at. So it's like you can see this purple part, which is like this and like maybe like okay the purple but the highest the purple is like this purple is like 10. Okay, so you can see like right now like how far down all this cold goes, and then you can see that like it's not going to get if we keep going like okay this is now we're going to look at the forecast. Oh, so according to the forecast, so this purple area is even going to make it into like the panhandle of Texas, and then it's going to shift a little bit, and then and now you can see by like Wednesday or no Tuesday it finally this front or whatever is gonna start receding somewhat. So some of these areas are gonna have some relief down here. Not much relief for us up here yet, but okay. Ooh, and then okay, then Wednesday. Okay, it actually looks okay. So maybe in St. Louis it'll be like in the 20s and stuff like that. The reason I mentioned St. Louis is I was thinking of going down there, maybe like um, because that's where my family's from. My family, I live up here in Duluth. And then, but I was trying to see if it's just going to be like, if I'm going to get any relief by going there at all, in the heat from the cold. Let's see. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Then by like Thursday. Okay. So okay, Wednesday into Friday, it looks like, okay, it's not going to be too bad, like further south, I mean, it's not going to be beautiful, but, anyway, so yeah, this looking at the temperatures because I find that to be interesting. All right. See you guys later.